Every game begins the same way.
Hey there, Orioles Nation. Welcome back to my channel, the ultimate hub where our passion for the O's meets the coldest, most precise baseball analysis. Before we dive into the latest scorching hot information I've got for you, I've got my usual request. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates, because this is where you'll find exclusive insights and the news that truly matters for our beloved team. And get ready, because the market is absolutely buzzing and the Orioles are more active behind the scenes than ever before. The offseason, as always, is a period of intense movement across MLB, and the need to bolster the pitching rotation is a constant for any team with serious ambitions. This year, my friends, is no different for our Orioles. We've just seen big names moving, like Dylan Cease, who inked an astronomical $210 million contract with the Toronto Blue Jays, a move that undoubtedly shook up the American League East. And in a trade that's still generating a lot of debate, the Los Angeles Angels acquired our talented Grayson Rodriguez, a loss that, while painful, was strategic for the franchise's future. But the big news I'm bringing you today, straight from hot sources, is about a name that could be a game changer for us: McKenzie Gore of the Washington Nationals. Buster Olney of ESPN, a voice I deeply respect and who always hits the mark with his information, brought a crucial piece of news to light. He reported that executives indicate there's a heavy volume of trade discussions happening right now. Some front office officials state the team is more open and willing, more so than in recent years, to discuss multiple players. This, my friends, is music to our ears, especially when it concerns a young, talented pitcher like Gore. He started the 2025 season spectacularly with a 3.02 ERA up to the All-Star break, showing impressive command despite a more inconsistent second half of the season, finishing the year with a 4.17 ERA. He still recorded a career-high 185 strikeouts and completed 25 or more starts for the third consecutive season. These numbers don't lie. Gore is a pitcher with elite potential and remarkable consistency, and this is where things get even more interesting for our Orioles. The Nationals, as we know, finished last in the NL East in 2025, and with promising players like James Wood and CJ Abrams on the rise, it's natural for the team to consider a rebuild. Eric Beeston of Bleacher Report, a shrewd analyst, predicts that Gore could be heading to Baltimore or the New York Mets. He highlighted that a young pitcher with good qualities playing on a bad Washington team that is likely heading for a rebuild again could be used to collect additional draft picks and accelerate the process. And he was direct about our interest. The New York Mets and Baltimore Orioles are two teams known to be in search of starters. He's worth a look in terms of pitchers. This is the information we needed. Our Orioles finished 24th in starting ERA in 2025, and the Mets 18th. Neither of us led the league in strikeout percentage. Adding an all-star like Gore would be a monumental boost to our rotation, especially in such a competitive division. We cannot miss this golden opportunity. The possibility of having a pitcher of this caliber, young, with a powerful arm, and years of contractual control ahead is something our front office needs to pursue with tooth and nail. I imagine Gore on the mound, throwing fire and dominating AL East hitters. It would be a spectacular sight and a move that would elevate our team's status. Each season, pitching disappointments are a constant reminder that we need depth and talent in the rotation. And Gore offers exactly that. Continuing our analysis, McKenzie Gore's arrival in Baltimore would not only be a technical reinforcement, but a clear statement from our franchise about its intentions. We are talking about a pitcher who, despite some setbacks in the second half of last season, has an incredibly high ceiling and has already shown flashes of brilliance worthy of an ace. And most importantly, he is young and would fit perfectly into our competitive window. The loss of Grayson Rodriguez was felt, but the front office has shown it is willing to make bold and sometimes painful moves, thinking about the long term. Now, the question is how to capitalize on this flexibility and the needs of other teams. The Nationals, by all indications, are in rebuild mode, and this creates a golden opportunity for teams like the Orioles, who are looking to solidify an elite rotation. Think with me, having McKenzie Gore alongside our already established pitchers and the young talents we have in the system would create a depth and quality in the rotation that we haven't seen in Baltimore for a long time. It would be a game changer, especially considering how brutal the AL East is. Every game against the Yankees, Blue Jays, Red Sox, and Rays is a battle, and having a pitcher who can consistently give us 6 to 7 quality innings is a luxury we need to have. Eric Beeston's analysis, which points to the Orioles and Mets as the main interested parties, is no coincidence. Both teams have clear needs in the rotation and have the youth and prospects to make a valuable trade. For us, the decision would be a combination of cost and benefit. What prospects would we be willing to give up to acquire Gore? It's a delicate negotiation, but one that needs to be done with intelligence and audacity. My internal sources indicate that the Orioles front office is closely monitoring Gore's situation. There is great interest, but as always, caution is the key word. We don't want to mortgage the future for a short-term move, but Gore represents an investment that can pay dividends for many years. The issue of Gore's contractual control is also a huge attraction. Having a pitcher of this caliber under contract for several seasons would give us stability in the rotation that would allow us to focus on other areas of the roster in the coming years. This is strategic planning at the highest level, and the impact on the fans, it would be simply electrifying. The fan base would see a clear sign that the franchise is committed to building a winning team, not just for one season, but for an era of success. The energy at Camden Yards would be contagious with a pitcher of this level on the mound. In summary, the potential acquisition of McKenzie Gore by the Orioles is more than just a trade. It's an indication of the direction our franchise is taking. It's a move that could solidify our rotation for years to come and position us as true contenders in the AL East and, who knows, in the World Series. It's the missing piece to turn a good team into an extraordinary team. And you, my friends, what do you think of this potential move? Is McKenzie Gore the pitcher the Orioles need? What prospects would you be willing to offer to have him in Baltimore? Leave your opinions in the comments below. I want to hear the voice of our fan base. Don't forget to like the video, share it with other O's fans, and of course, subscribe for more quick and in-depth analyses. Keep following, because the offseason is just beginning, and I'll be here to bring you all the hottest news about our Baltimore Orioles. Go O's!